Hey guys, welcome back to Thunderdome Homestead. So I wanted to bring up a topic that I don't hear discussed nearly as often as it should be. Time. So, in any sort of grid down or SHTF event, you're going to want to be able to tell the time. You may be thinking to yourself, well, why would I need to tell time? I don't have to go to work. I don't have anything to do. Well, there's a few reasons you do need to tell time. And you need an off-grid way to do it, such as one of these battery-operated clocks. Excuse me. Or even better, the old wind-up ones. So, a couple reasons you're going to need to tell time. First of which, depending on what your standard operating procedure dictates, and if you don't have one of those, look into it. You need to have one. It's kind of like the handbook for your mutual assistance group. But depending on what that dictates, you're going to have to pull security. And in that, you're going to have shifts. And some of you may be saying, well, we could just go off the sun. We could just use the sun to tell what our times are. In theory, you could. But that comes with issues. You're going to have a lot of drama using that system. Because somebody, whether it's day shift, night shift, whatever, always gets the shaft. Because if you can tell me that the sun rises and sets at the same time every day, all year, that might work for you. But, this side gets gypped a couple minutes, this side gets gypped an hour, this side, there are short days in the wintertime and long days in the summertime. So, people are going to get kind of upset about that. Therefore, if you have a set time, there will be less fuss, less muss, no drama. And in an SHTF scenario, the less drama, the better. Actually, daily life, less drama, the better, in my opinion. But, so that's the first thing. Second thing, you use time to cook, right? Boil for 10 minutes. Or do this for 5 minutes. So, if you typically rely on your phone or something like that, not only would you want to get an analog clock, but you also probably want to get one of those timers, the old dial, the rotary timers, or a couple. They're cheap enough to get like 5 of them. 2 is one when it's not, right? So, you have cooking, you have whatever it is. It's not even just guard duty, it's just tasks in general. You're going to have shifts. You need to keep track of what time it is so you know who's on shift and who's not at what time. You also have, like if people take medications, whether it be pharmaceutical medications or herbal replacements, right? If they are on a time schedule, say every 4 hours or every anything, and this even applies to ibuprofen, or Tylenol. You don't want to take too much of that stuff, you'll hurt yourself. So, you got to figure out, all right, it's been 4 hours since I took the last dose. I'm due for another one. Or, I drank 2 teaspoons of this tincture, 6 hours ago. I'm due for another 2 tablespoons. It's kind of one of those things that people don't really consider. But time, it's more important to know than you realize. And just because we wouldn't any longer be involved in the hustle and bustle of getting to work or having to make appointments or having to, be at little Johnny's baseball game at such and such time, doesn't mean you still don't need to know it. Anyhow, guys, do me a favor. If you got something out of this, like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.